morning, children. In previous video, I explained about the meaning of government, the need of government, and the main function of the government. Now, in this video, I am going to explain about various forms of the government. Over the past 5,000 years, human beings have tried various forms of government. But the earliest form of the government was the monarchy. The earliest form of the government was probably that the tribe of chieftain over their tribes. The chieftain were controlled over their tribes, and they were followed by the monarchies and then the democracies. So here some forms of government are given which are present in the world today. So monarchy means the country or the provinces which are ruled by king or emperor. That is called monarchy. And the democracy means in this form of the government, the people elect their representatives to govern the country. So meaning of democracy means the people elect their representatives to govern the country. So now the first one is the monarchy. For a long time, monarchy were the most common form of the government in the world. Okay, before so many years ago, monarchy was the most common form of the government in the world. Means most of the countries they followed monarchy form of the government. Now what is the meaning of monarchy? In a monarchy, the king or the queen. In a monarchy, the king or the queen is the head of the government. In this form of the government, the king or the queen ruled over the country. All the power rests with the monarchy. All the powers to take the decision, how they can control and how they can maintain, all these powers lies with the monarch. Monarch means royal families, king or queen. Here monarch means king or queen. So all the powers lies in the hand of the king or queen, and he or she has the final say in the running the government. Only the king or queen can took the final decision to run the country. The position of the monarch is hereditary. No, the position of monarch is hereditary. Hereditary means the position. Position means post or control. That position passes from a king or queen to one of their children. Hereditary means passed from father to their children. Hereditary means pass from father to their children. So here the monarchy is a hereditary form of the government. Monarchy is hereditary, and hereditary means this position passes from the king or queen to one of the children who were able to control or able to run the country. Most of the monarchies that survive today, however, are ruled by king or queens in name alone. Still, or at present, some of the country have the monarchy form of the government, but only for the namesake. Like Britain, the monarch no longer has much power. Okay, the monarch or king or queen ruled only for the name, but the actual power lies in the hand of the elected parliament or elected person. Like the Britain and having the monarchy form of the government, but the ruled by the king or queens only in the name, only for namesake, and the real or the actual power lies in the hand of the elected parliament. Next is the dictatorship. Next form of the government is the dictatorship. In this form of the government, the country is ruled by a person or small group of people without the collective approval of the people, means without asking from the people or without asking the decision of any matter, they ruled the country. Okay, so dictatorship is the form of government where the person or small group of people rule the country without the collective approval of the people, means there is no role of the people. This small group of people, they do not ask anything or from the people. Only this small group of people, they take decision about the country, how to run the country, they take the decision. And the common people have no say in such a government. In this form of the government, there is no role to run the government. And here, no elections are held, and elections are also not conducted by the government. All the power lies with the ruling group or the dictator. Dictator means who is dictating, who is giving the command, who is giving the guidelines. So all the power lies with the ruling group or the dictator, and who can rule as long as they are able to hold the power. Okay, there is no time period, no fixed time period, or they can rule the 5 years or 6 years. They can rule as long as they want, and or as they are able to hold the power. And the people have no freedom to of expression under this system of the governance. Okay, and here the people are not free to express their views. So these are the main features of the dictatorship. First one, the first feature, this dictatorship. In this form of the government, the country is ruled by a person or a small group of people without the collective approval of the people. Second, the common people have no say in such a government, means there is no rule of a common people. And elections are not held. All the powers lies with the ruling group or the dictator people, and they can hold their own power as they are able to do. And the people have no freedom to express. So these are the main features of the dictatorship. So first form of the government is monarchy. Second form of the government is dictatorship. Now the third form of the government is democracy. And this form of the government is followed by most of the countries of the world at present. As the time passed, so monarchies were replaced by democracies. As the time passed, monarchies, the country which were followed this monarchy form of the government were replaced by democracies. And now what is democracy? Democracy is a form of government that is of the people, by the people, for the people. Okay, so it means by the of the people, by the people, and for the people. It means the people elect their representative who can rule the country on their behalf, means on the behalf of voters or the people who elect them. Okay, so what is the meaning of democracy? Democracy is a form of government that is of the people, by the people and for the people. है ना? It means here the people elect their representative who can rule the country on their behalf. On their behalf means from their side. So they elect some persons, they can rule the country. The country which consists of the elected representative of the people. The government, in this form of the government, consists of the elected representatives of the people. है ना? Here the people elect their representatives and has the collective approval of the people. Okay, to people who can rule the country. The government is answerable to the people, and here the government can give the answers of the people's question asked by them. So who have elected them to the power. So here the people can ask any questions from the government and the government is answerable to the people. If the people are not happy, sometimes after election or after getting the power, the representatives are not working properly and the peoples are not satisfied with their performance or with their work of the government. So they can vote it to out of the power in the next election. Okay, if they are not satisfied with the performance of the governments, then they can vote to another person and they can elect other representative in the next election. And the democracy is the most widespread form of the government in the world today. Okay, so now here only the three forms of the government given. First one is monarchy, second one dictatorship, and third one is the democracy. Now, what are the main features of the democracy? First one is the collective decision and making and participation. In a country like India, which has such a diverse population, diverse means different types of people lived in country, and the government's role is a special importance. And any decision the government takes has to involve all the group of the state. Whatever decision taken by the government, they involve all groups of the state, and only then there be the justice. And all the members of the country should therefore participate. For example, take part in decision making process of the government. Means they can, all the peoples, all the groups of the people, they elect their representatives for decision making process of the government. And decision have to made collectively by all the section of the society. If only the wealthy and powerful people take decision, then the poor will suffer. So here, when they are taking any decision, so they are thinking about the all sections of the society. They are not thinking only about the high standard family or middle family. They are thinking about the poor people also. For example, one example is given. Suppose the government needs to build a new airport, and the place where they decided to locate the airport is a agricultural land where the several farmers have their field. In a democratic government where the decisions are made collectively after debate and the consultation, the representatives of the farmers would try to make the rest of the government see and the impact. So after all the seeing and the listening, positive and negative impact, the government decided, and if all the farmers are agree, then this place is allotted for the airport. If it is the benefit of the collective decision making through the participation. So a government which include representative from every group of the society is called the representative democracy. Okay. Next is universal adult franchise. Most early democracies were not truly participated, and here most of the people are not and most of the people did not have right to vote. So as the time passed, all the common people started demanding the right to vote, and after a long and often bitter struggle, first all the men got right to vote, and then women also were allotted to vote. When all the adult citizen of a country have right to vote, it is called universal adult franchise. Okay, but adult, the age of being as an adult, the age can be different. In some country it is 18 years, in some country it is 14 years, 16 years, in some country it is 20 years, but in India this age is 18 years. So when all the adult citizen of country have right to vote, it is called universal adult franchise. And in India, every person over the age of 18 has the right to vote. You can see this picture. Here the youth people are going to give the votes. And here the case study about the suffragette movement. Suffragette movement, here before this movement movement, it is the common thinking by the men. Then the women were supposed to stay at home and take care of their families. Okay, and they were not allowed to go out of the house. And only the men claimed that women who took part in politics would become unfeminine, and they can destroy the peace of the houses by arguing. If they were going out from the home, so they can start argument and they destroy the peace of the house. And it was the stereotypes means here common thinking about a person or a group of person without knowing the fact. The suffragette movement, it was given to the struggle when the women demanding the right to vote, and it gets its name from the word suffrage. Suffrage means to vote, and this movement was started in 1848 in USA. Okay, suffragette movement, this movement's known as the word suffrage. Suffrage means to vote, and in USA in the 1948 the women demanded right to vote, and from there they got the suffragette movement. And here fight for suffrage movement for women soon spread in several parts of the country like Europe, America and Australia. In 1902 Australia, and then in 1920 in the USA, and USA allotted women to vote for the first time. In Britain, where the movement gathered strength towards 19th century, and here first women over the age of 30 were allotted to vote. But in India, it was adopted at the time of independence, so the women also had right to vote from the first general election in 1952. And here all the citizens over the age of 18s they can vote. Now next case study, it is the anti-apartheid movement. Anti-apartheid movement means here discrimination, the policy of discrimination against the black by the whites of South America. It was called the apartheid. And apartheid means apartness in the African language. And this anti-apartheid movement was launched by the blacks of the South Africa to fight against this discrimination. And this movement was started by Nelson Mandela of African National Congress. And the Nelson Mandela was sent to prison over 27 years by the South African government. Okay, and the blacks finally got their freedom and the right to vote in 1994. And the blacks of South Africa voted freely for the first time in the election of 1994. And this election was won by Nelson Mandela. Okay, and he formed the first mixed race government of South Africa, where the blacks and the whites had equal rights under the law. So these were the two movements, the suffragette movement and the anti-apartheid movement were important events which help in the spreading the principle of universal adult franchise and upholding the principle of democracy. Now here is given the glossary. Franchise means right to vote. Suffragette movement, a women's movement demanding the right to vote. Apartheid, the policy of discriminating against non-whites in South Africa. And monarchy, ruled by king or queen. And dictatorship, ruled by king or group with absolute powers. And democracy, ruled by the citizen. So here this chapter is completed. Now you learn glossary, because this first term exam glossary also will come. So you learn the glossary of all the chapters. In the next video I'll give the pattern and I will inform you which portion and which type of question will come. Thank you. Have a nice day.